Hello everyone, welcome to my new video. Ethan Zek here. Today we're going to be talking about 5 great stocks you can buy in 2025 that will hopefully make you a large amount of money over the next year or so. So yeah, we're gonna get right into it here, but first, before you ask, yes, I'm wearing pink sunglasses. Why? Because I felt like it. And also, if you're wondering why I haven't uploaded in so long, it's because I've been very busy, and I'm sorry about that, because I said I was going to upload more consistently, but here I am, finally making a new video. So we're going to get into our first stock. Number 1, Palantir Technologies. Palantir is a very new and upcoming stock. Well, I wouldn't say very new, but it's a pretty new stock that has recently exploded over the past couple of years, like 2 to 3, I would say. And it has really been drawing a lot of attention, and it is, if you've never heard of it before, Palantir Technologies builds and deploys software platforms for the intelligence community to assist in counterterrorism investigations and operations in the United States. So it sort of falls under the defense branch, which is actually why it has been tumbling recently, because with the new Trump administration, as you know, with Elon Musk and Doge, they have been introducing budget cuts, and one of these hasn't hit the Pentagon yet, but it is speculated to hit the Pentagon. And this has caused a recent tumble in its stock, and it has continued to tumble with all the recent developments in tariff and stuff following the rest of the tech industry. But it has since heavily rebounded and starting to recover, and is almost going positive again over the past week, even after the big tumble. And it is overall a very good growth stock, I would say. This is a very highly volatile stock, so you can make a lot of money and also lose a lot of money at the same time. But this stock has a lot of amazing growth potential, and with their recent before they tumbled with the rest of the tech market, and after the tariffs and budget cuts and stuff, they reported their earnings, which way exceeded what they were expected, and this caused their stock to skyrocket. I actually invested into it before this, and my stock went up almost, I'd say 50%, 60% after when I bought it. Recently, I'm still in the positive, up 20% in it, because I got into it when it was at $60, and it's currently at $82. $84 actually. And yeah, it's overall a very good stock, and it has a lot of room for growth, and it has a lot of potential, and I do really see this stock going somewhere. It's only at $84, and I'm sure it has hit 100 before, and it was 100% going to hit 100 again. And with the stock market currently rebounding, you have time to get into it, and you're probably going to get a very large net positive from this. So yes, I do highly recommend getting the Palantir. Number 2, Nvidia. For those of you that haven't heard of Nvidia, which you probably have because of its explosion in both popularity and its stock, Nvidia creates graphics cards and high power cards for both gaming and AI. It has especially recently heavily invested in the AI industry, being probably the #1 leading company in the AI industry, creating chips for everyone. And this has made it a lot of money. Although again, recently with tech stocks, it has tumbled quite a bit. But when a stock tumbles, that just makes it a perfect opportunity to buy. And Nvidia does have a lot of growth potential. It is a pretty volatile stock, and by pretty I mean it's very risky, but still Nvidia has a lot of growth potential, and even with this recent shakeup of the market, it is 100% going to keep going up and keep going up. The recent earnings report, although it did meet and even partially exceed expectations, people actually expected it to exceed it even more. Investors expected it to exceed it even more, which is why it recently tumbled. But still, the stock is beginning to rebound after this recent market dip, and which makes it again a perfect time to buy. And this stock has so much growth potential. 62 out of 67 analysis are currently recommending to buy, which is 92%, and I myself also recommend buying this. I currently have almost $300 in Nvidia, and because I wholly believe that this is going to fully rebound and go up, and I do also recommend buying this just because over the years it has just continued to go up and up and up and up and up, and with more and more people getting invested into AI, learning about AI, wanting to buy into AI with all of its recent developments, this stock really has infinite potential, and they just keep meeting their earnings, if not exceeding their earnings reports. So I do strongly recommend buying this. Number 3, NuScale Power. NuScale Power, which, by the way, I'm sure most of you have never heard of this just because it's not a very big company. It's not really heard of or anything. NuScale Power develops and sells modular light water nuclear reactor power plants that supply energy for electrical generation, heating, desalination, hydrogen production, all those things that require very large amounts of heat or energy, especially AI. This is why companies such as Amazon, Google, Nvidia have been getting into the nuclear industry, because AI requires such a large amount of electricity to be able to do its job properly and very well. And these light water reactors, these light water nuclear reactors, provide the energy needed and are very compact and able to power huge amounts of these AI data centers, and can also power small towns, which is not only why the US companies have been buying them, but people internationally have been buying them. And NuScale Power is a company that develops and sells these, which with their recent demand has caused serious growth in this company. And it is a volatile stock, I will give it that, but this stock has huge growth potential with the resurgence of demand of nuclear energy, and especially smaller reactors, so you don't have to go building billion-dollar nuclear power plants that are going to take not only years to build and to start running, but also cost a large amount of money to run. Instead, these small reactors can be finished within a month and will easily power tons of these data centers, which is why these companies have been buying them. Not only that, but also, again, internationally, they have been selling these things to like the United Kingdom, Australia. I think actually the most recent one I saw was in Romania. Yeah, they've been selling them a lot, and this has caused it to spike recently. And now it has tumbled because this is more of a tech AI stock, because again, AI is the main reason why this has spiked so much recently. But it is a volatile stock, so this stock could make you $80 one day or make you lose $80 one day, because it fluctuates percentage-wise very heavily. But I still see this being a very large growth stock and see it going up in the next couple of years with the recent demands of energy and AI. And yeah, I highly recommend getting it. Number 4, McDonald's. Now, I'm sure most of you know what McDonald's is, since Ronald McDonald is as recognizable as Santa Claus, and yes, I did read that online one time. McDonald's, it breaks the pattern with the past 3 stocks I've listed, because it is a much lower risk stock, a very mild, less volatile stock, but it is still a very good stock that will stabilize your portfolio and make you lots of money in the long term. This is certainly a long-term stock. It's a stock that will make you money in the long run when you put money into it now and check it in 3 or 4 months and see that you've made $50 off of it. It has lots of growth potential because it's McDonald's. It's always going to be in demand. It really hasn't moved much. It has dipped a little bit recently because of the recent market trembles, but being that it's more of a commercial retail stock, if you want to call it that, really more so the tech industry has taken a much larger hit, so this hasn't really followed that pattern. It still dipped a little, and I would say that now is a very good time to buy with the whole market being a dip, as I said with the other stocks. I would say that I would recommend buying this. It pays very good dividends. I'm actually getting dividends soon, as I'm seeing on my portfolio. I highly recommend putting money into this. Number 5, AMD, or Advanced Micro Devices. If you don't know what AMD is, it's both a semiconductor and GPU company, more so known for their CPUs, of course, and regular computers and gaming computers. It is a very, very large competitor in the CPU market, more or less in the GPU market, but it's still a competitor. Not really compared to Nvidia, but still it's a competitor. The company produces all sorts of microprocessors and chipsets and GPUs, and it's overall a very good company. in recent times, it has taken very large hits and dipped with the industry. However, it is still a very good stock, and I would say it's actually currently undervalued, and over 70% of analysts are currently saying to buy this stock because of how much it's dipped. And to be honest, AMD is still a very good key player in the market right now with lots of influence and assets and such. Recently, their earnings report, they did meet their earnings report, which helped out their stock a little bit, but it has continued to dip, especially with the recent tech trembles. But it is starting to rebound, and now is a very good time to buy, with it being at a 5-year low, not an all-time low, a 5-year low. This is a much riskier stock, being more volatile, but I would still recommend buying it, with it showing amazing growth potential. And hopefully when investors begin to realize how much of a competitor this is in the tech market, its stock should really recover and start to go up again. So yes, I do heavily recommend buying this stock now, especially with the dip. So yeah, that was 5 great stocks that you can buy in 2025. I do heavily recommend buying all of these. It is a riskier portfolio, I will say that, but it's a very speedy growth portfolio, and especially with the recent dip in the market, you should be seeing, if you buy into these stocks, heavy growth, making lots of money. I'm not telling you to buy this. I'm not a financial advisor or anything. I'm just saying that I do recommend it, in my opinion, to put money into these stocks because they are showing great growth potential with the recent dip. And I threw McDonald's in there too, because you don't want to put all of your eggs into one basket, like the saying goes. But yeah, I do recommend buying all of these. If you're more of I would want to invest in slower growth stocks that don't really shake as much and don't go like this whenever the market decides to do anything. And I will be coming out with a slower portfolio in the future, a less volatile portfolio in the future, a video on that. I'm not sure when, hopefully soon. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you take this advice and do your own research and see if you want to invest in any of these, and happy investing.